Once upon a time, in a small village nestled near a dense forest, there lived a humble woodcutter named Thomas. He was known for his hard work, dedication, and his trusty axe. Thomas had been using the same axe for many years, and it had become an integral part of his livelihood. One fine morning, as Thomas prepared to head into the forest for his day's work, he noticed that his trusty axe had become dull. Its blade had lost its sharpness due to countless hours of cutting wood. Realizing that he wouldn't be able to efficiently cut the trees with a blunt axe, he decided to pay a visit to the village blacksmith, who was known for his exceptional craftsmanship. Thomas arrived at the blacksmith's workshop and explained his predicament. The blacksmith examined the axe and assured Thomas that he would restore its sharpness. He asked Thomas to wait patiently while he worked on it. Thomas observed the blacksmith's skilled hands as he meticulously sharpened the axe, ensuring that every edge was perfect. After a while, the blacksmith handed the axe back to Thomas, who was amazed at its renewed sharpness. It gleamed under the sunlight, ready to tackle any tree that stood in its path. Thanking the blacksmith, Thomas paid him his due and made his way back to the forest. As Thomas ventured deep into the woods, he was filled with renewed vigor. The axe sliced through the trees effortlessly, making his work much easier and more efficient. The sound of the axe meeting wood echoed through the forest, and Thomas continued his labor with a smile on his face. But fate had other plans in store for Thomas. As he was chopping a particularly stubborn tree, his axe slipped from his hands and plunged into the depths of a nearby river. Thomas was distraught. His trusty companion, his livelihood, was lost. Feeling helpless, Thomas sat by the riverbank, contemplating his misfortune. Suddenly, a miraculous sight caught his eye. Emerging from the depths of the river, a magnificent golden axe floated towards him. Thomas couldn't believe his luck. He reached out and grabbed the golden axe, examining its beauty and feeling a surge of excitement. Just as he was about to continue his work with the golden axe, he noticed a familiar face approaching. It was the river spirit, a mystical being known for its wisdom and enchanting presence. The spirit smiled warmly at Thomas and said, "I see you have found the golden axe, my dear woodcutter. But tell me, have you lost something precious?" Thomas, overwhelmed by the spirit's presence, couldn't help but confess. "Yes," he replied. "I lost my old dull axe that I've relied on for years. It slipped from my hands and fell into the river." The river spirit nodded knowingly and said, "Thomas, I am pleased with your honesty. You could have easily claimed the golden axe as your own and kept silent about your loss. For your honesty, I shall reward you." With a wave of the spirit's hand, the river parted, revealing Thomas's original axe resting at the riverbed. Thomas